Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Baltimore Orioles and the Seattle Pilots at Six Stadium. On the mound for the Orioles today is Dave Leonhard, whose record is 2-2 with a .417 ERA. And pitching for the Pilots today is Marty Pattin, whose record is 5-6 with a .407 ERA. So we did manage to win the last game of the three-game series versus the White Sox. The game started off with back-to-back errors on the White Sox, and I was pretty certain we were going to win that ball game from then on out. And we did. We won 5-1. Bob Meyer pitched just good enough to get the win. The bullpen did their gerbs. Mike Marshall gave up a run in the ninth, but not a big deal. And we get out of town. From Chicago, we head back home to Seattle, where we're going to face the Orioles for a three-game series. Now, we did have a day off. We advanced, so everyone wanted to be rested. We moved Marty Pattin up in the rotation from number 5 to number 3. So he's going to start today. He's been our second-best pitcher. I think we can argue that easily. And at the end of yesterday's game, we made a trade, which I will just refresh your memory here. We traded Steve Barber, who was a starting pitcher for us. We put him in the bullpen when he went sour, and we traded him to Pittsburgh with Ivan Morel, a left fielder, which we would never probably play. And in return, we got 3 players who are going to be in on our roster. We have Johnny Jeter, who's going to be on the bench and as a 4th outfielder. We sent Wayne Comer down. Then we also got Freddie Patek, who is fantastic defensively and has a 95 speed. As of right now, he's going to be a bench guy, but he could very easily take over the job at shortstop. Maybe we should just give it to him, but we're going to make him earn it. We picked up Pedro Ramos in the deal, a relief pitcher, and this is the one mistake that I made. Ramos is on a major league contract, so that means I can't stuff him into AAA based on my own, actual real baseball rules, but I'm incorporating them into our game here. So Pedro Ramos has to be in our bullpen, and he's not all that great, but we'll see what he's capable of. He's a free agent at the end of the year. If he sucks, we could just cut him or try to trade him. We picked up Jerry May as a backup catcher. He's in AAA. And we picked up Denny Riddleberger, who is in AAA as well. And he is a left-hander. He's the guy that I wanted to put into the bullpen in place of Pedro Ramos. So we only have one lefty in the bullpen. Okay, so there's all that. One other thing of note. Obviously, we are doing the AA affiliate team name so that we can go in and start moving some people to AA, because unless you're just joining us, you may not know, the Seattle Pilots did not have a AA team in 1969, their first year. So the problem that we have already is that I chose 5 names to choose from, and then everyone just voted for their own choice. So there hasn't been any additional votes. So I'm going to be the tiebreaker, and we're going to do that on Sunday. So we need more people to vote. So if you're just a passerby, please go to the Brainiac Baseball main page on YouTube and go under community, or maybe it'll just pop up on your YouTube page, and please vote for a AA name. Now, here's an interesting thing that I did not know until I went through last night, and I made sure all the teams had their proper names for their minor league franchises. So I happened to notice that the AAA team for the Pilots was the same AAA team for the Montreal Expos, another expansion franchise in 1969. So I did check into it, and yes, the Pilots and the Expos both shared the AAA team together. They didn't have enough AAA players to have their own team, so they combined their team. So what I'm going to propose to do is we're going to we're going to take another one of the names, probably my choice if my favorite doesn't get picked, and I'm going to make that the AAA team name so that we have our franchise of our own name, and the Expos can have the Vancouver Mounties. So there you go, little fiction and fact from Charlie's Almanac, I guess. We will be doing a deep dive on Dave Leonhard today too. So we better get on with it. Let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along, like and or subscribe to the channel. I got another subscriber yesterday, 333 subscribers. I'm 1/3 of the way to the goal of being able to maybe make a little bit of money doing this, which was never the goal, but that'd be a nice perk, doing something you enjoy doing and maybe making some change. So you know what? I'm 1/3 of the way. I think that's kind of cool, considering I never thought we'd get this far. So, okay, Marty Pattin. He is our starting pitcher today, and all of our bullpen is available. There is Pedro Ramos in middle relief, and only one lefty. That's Ron Locke. And then our lineup versus Dave Leonhard. Leonhard is a righty. It's all the regular guys in there versus righties. But we do have Patek and Johnny Jeter on the bench. Both players who I think could very easily get into the everyday lineup, especially when we do trade Tommie Harper. That will happen. Okay, let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Baltimore Orioles. Batting leadoff and playing shortstop is Mark Belanger. Batting second, playing first base is Boog Powell. Batting third in right field is Frank Robinson. Batting cleanup and catching is Elrod Hendricks. Batting fifth in left field is Pops Willie Stargell. Batting sixth, playing second base is Davey Johnson. Batting seventh at third base is Brooks Robinson. Batting eighth, center field is Dave May. And the pitcher, pardon me, Dave Leonhard in the ninth spot. That is a murderous row of batters there. Okay, let's take a look at Marty Pattin. Pattin, 5-6, 4.07 ERA, 39K. In 84 innings pitched, opponents are batting .275 against him. Complete game shutout. His four-seam fastball is his best pitch, rated an 84, and a curveball just below average. Overall, an 82, the 26-year-old righty goes to arbitration in 1970. Let's look at his log. Has he pitched against Baltimore yet? He has not, so nothing to go on there. He is coming off two good performances, though. Versus Detroit, he got a win, not giving up any runs in 7 2/3 innings. And then he pitched pretty well against the White Sox, going 6 1/3, giving up 2 runs, and striking out a season-high 6 batters. So maybe we can keep that streak alive. Let's take a look at the defense for the Pilots. Pretty solid all the way around. You know the drill, though, out there in right field. Harper. And really, we can also say McNertney behind the plate. Both kind of rough. So let's get things started. This is the first place Baltimore Orioles' best record in baseball. Mark Belanger leading off. And a comebacker to Pattin. Pattin tosses him out. There's one down. Next man up is Boog Powell, batting .282, 9 home runs. And he strikes out, swinging. I think that looked like a check swing. Whenever I see those, I'm assuming that's a check swing. 2 quick outs for Frank Robinson. And Robinson gets a base hit past the third baseman Rollins. A single. There's the first base runner today, as the catcher Elrod Hendricks steps in. Hendricks batting .309 with 2 home runs. 2-2 count, and he strikes out looking. 2 Ks in the first inning for Pattin. That's a good start. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the Pilots lineup rundown, and then we'll do a deep dive on Dave Leonhard. Batting leadoff Playing left field is Tommie, Agee. Batting second at first base is Mike Hegan. Batting third at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting cleanup, playing center field is Don Bosch. Batting fifth in right field is Tommie Harper. Batting sixth and catching is Jerry McNertney. Batting seventh at second base is Van Kelly. Batting eighth at shortstop is Don Kessinger. And the pitcher, Marty Pattin, in the ninth spot. Okay, Dave Leonhard. This is an interesting guy. I enjoyed doing a little deep dive on him. He's part of 3 World Series teams, first and foremost. And he pitched in 2 of them, but he only got 1 World Series victory of the 3 that he participated, and that was in 1970. And when he was offered his World Series ring, they gave him an option. Did he want a ring or did he want a TV? And Dave Leonhard chose a television, so he never did actually receive a World Series ring for the 1970 Baltimore Orioles. I think that's hilarious. In 1969, in real life, Leonhard went 7-4, and through only started 3 games, but he spent most of the season as a National Guard, so he missed a lot of the 1969 season. He is the last player to make the majors from Johns Hopkins University, and he played mostly in relief after the 1969 season for the Orioles. He was traded in 1973 to the Angels, but he never did pitch a game for them. He never pitched another major league game. He did continue to pitch in the minor leagues until 1976 at the age of 35. Jim Palmer was his roommate during this period, and Jim Palmer introduced him to his wife, Doris. And after retirement, Dave and Doris opened a garden center in Massachusetts, and they now have 7 garden centers in the Boston area. So, pretty interesting backstory there for Dave Leonhard. 6 games started, 2-2 with a 4.17 ERA, 22 Ks in 36 2/3 innings. Opponents are batting .229 with 1 complete game. Fastball tops out at 88 miles an hour. Look at the ground ball percentage, 61%. His best pitch is his changeup. Maybe that's why he gets a lot of ground balls. Rated an 87. Curveballs a 79, so a lot of off-speed. Fastballs the lowest rated pitch that he has in his arsenal. Overall an 82, the 28-year-old righty goes to arbitration in 1970. Okay, let's take a look here at the defense for the Baltimore Orioles. They have Frank Robinson in right field. Not great out there defensively. Also, technically left field, Willie Stargell, not the best outfielder. He was eventually moved to first. Everywhere else looks pretty good. Oh my gosh, look at the left side of the infield. Belanger, a 99, and of course, the human vacuum cleaner, Brooks Robinson, with a 98. Elrod Hendricks is a 81 defense, and his arm is 83, so above average. So maybe we probably won't be running on him. Okay, let's get started here with our bottom half of the first with Tommie Agee leading off. Agee hits a fly ball to center field. He tripled in yesterday's ball game. That was his 3rd triple of the year. Flies out to Robinson in right. 1 down. That's going to bring up Mike Hegan. Hegan flips it out to left. Hangs in the air long enough for Stargell to make the catch. 2 quick outs. Here is Rich Rollins. He had the day off yesterday. And a base hit up the middle, so the day off pays off. Runner on first. That's Rollins. We got Don Bosch up. Bosch batting .248, 6 home runs, full count, and he gets sawed off, pops it up, and anything on that side of the field is going to be caught. Shallow left field, actually, but it looks like Belanger went back to make the catch. So we go to the top of the 2nd inning. Here is Willie Stargell leading off against Marty Pattin. 1-2 count. Ground ball to Kelly at second. Good play by Kelly. Kelly was at his regular position yesterday with Rollins off, which is third. One down, and then Davey Johnson walks. Okay, so runner on first, one out. Brooks Robinson not having a very good year, batting .224, 3 home runs, 205 versus righties. There's a ground ball to second. Can we turn 2? Yes. 4-6-3 double play. Go to the bottom of the second. No score with Tommie Harper leading off. Harper knows he's being shopped around. 0-1 count to Harper. Popping it up. In front of second base, Belanger making the catch. One out now for Jerry McNertney. And a ground ball in the hole at short. Plenty of time. Catcher running after all. 2 outs. And Van Kelly up next. Kelly, fly ball to right. Pretty deep, all the way to the fence. Well, it says 307 feet, so it was shy of the warning track. We go to the top of the third. Game's moving along here with Dave May leading off. May goes deep. He got all of that one. 429 feet. And it's 1-0 Orioles. Well, if you give up a home run to the number 8 guy, you got to think you're going to struggle here. Dave Leonhard lines out to second. I mean, this is a tough lineup all the way through. Everybody's a difficult out. Mark Belanger gets the base hit to right, falling in front of Harper. That's where we struggle. I mean, Harper's played well defensively, but I think because of his rating and his range, he doesn't get to some of those out there. I think that's one of the disadvantages we have. And when we trade him, we'll find out, because we'll have somebody much better defensively out there every day. A comebacker, Boog to Pattin. Belanger moves to second. Only play was to first. So here's Hall of Famer Frank Robinson having a good year, batting .297, 15 home runs. 1-0 count. Fly ball to center field, and Bosch makes the catch. Orioles get on the board on the Dave May home run. That was his 6th, by the way. We go to the bottom of the third. Don Kessinger leading off. Kessinger popping it up on the infield in foul ground near the catch. I guess it's going to be Brooks making the catch. 1 out. Here is Marty Pattin. Marty Pattin still looking for a hit. 0 for 20 on the year. 3 walks, though. 1-0 count to Pattin. Oh, comebacker to Leonhard. 2 outs. And we're back to the top of the lineup with Agee. Agee rips it to left. Get down. Oh, man. We're not catching any breaks. Go to the top of the 4th. Elrod Hendricks leading off. He's their cleanup hitter, batting .304 with 2 home runs. He's their backup, actually. I'd like to have a backup of Elrod Hendricks. And a base hit to it. Off the wall. Wow. They are definitely taking advantage of Harper out there. That is Hendricks' 4th double of the season. Leadoff man in scoring position for Willie Stargell. Stargell looking to be a Miracle League MVP. 307, 17 home runs overall. Remember, he did start the season with Pittsburgh, before he was traded over here to Baltimore. Full count to Stargell, and he walks him. That's probably not the worst idea. Perhaps get a double play here with Davey Johnson up. Johnson walked his first time up. And he lines it to second, turn 2. Hendricks gets back to second. That would have been perfect, getting a double play there. Okay, 1 down for Brooks Robinson. Robinson, 0 for 1 today. And he strikes out swinging on the curveball. Pattin threw him old Uncle Charlie. 2 down, and here's Dave May. We know what May did last inning. First pitch swinging, and a ground ball, base hit past Rollins. Hendricks scores from second, and it's 2-0 Baltimore. Oh, I didn't consider walking him to get to Leonhard. I just feel like it's too early to do that kind of stuff, but probably would have been the right. Oh, it's a base hit. So this game's over. That's it. If the pitcher gets a base hit and drives in a run, there's nothing you're going to be able to do. Yep. All right, so Pattin's coming out. We're going to bring in vote for Pedro. See what Pedro's got. He's got a good endurance. It's rated a 48, so he can go a few innings. We're going to lose this game big. He hasn't actually pitched in the majors since 1967. He's 34 years old, and the fastball is his only good pitch. This guy is just hanging on. And so he's perfect for our team. All right, let's get it over with here. Another base hit. 5-0. Nope. No, that run did not score. The pitcher did not score. So, all right, we go to the bottom of the fourth. Now we're just playing it out. Mike Hegan, base hit to right. Rich Rollins. We'll hit and run because why not? We're down 4 runs. Ground ball to second. That would have been a double play if we hadn't done that. Bosch. Out number 2. And Harper. We're going to the top of the 5th. Here's Elrod Hendricks. There's a walk. Pops gets a base hit. 9 hits now. Davey Johnson. Ground ball to short. Can we turn 2? Double play. Good job by Kessinger. And Brooks. Robinson flies out to left. Bottom of the 5th. We got McNertney leading off. Drives it to center field. Does it get down? Oh, it's going to be caught. Yeah, we have no chance today. Van Kelly might get a double here, though. Do we want to go for 3? Hell yeah, we do. And Van Kelly's thrown out at third. That was a 90% chance with a arm below 70, it said. Why? What are the ratings for? What are the ratings for? Who's the right fielder? Robinson. A 71 arm, and it said, I think it said 68 under that circumstance. That was a double by Kelly. That's a 7th. My God, this game sucks so bad. It is like unplayable in this version. And there we go. All right. Let's see if we can get one more out of Pedro. Another walk. They're up 4. He's going to be swinging. Oh, he's going to bunt. Why are you bunting up 4? So stupid. This game is for people who have never seen a baseball game before. There's an error by Hegan. His first error at first. Oh, man. This game hates us. Boog Powell flies out to center. So tomorrow, I'm not sure if we're going to play a game tomorrow. I actually have jury duty. Can you imagine me on jury duty? I would be like, excuse me, Judge, I'm going to need to see this man's log before I find him guilty. Oh, man. Yeah. There's Pedro Ramos. We're going to take him out of the game. That was a good job. He walked a couple there, but... All right, so Dave Leonhard is a righty. We're going to let Gary Sutherland bat. Gary Sutherland probably should have been in the lineup today. He's batting 300 versus righties. Look at that. Johnny Jeter batting 379. We might get him into the game defensively. Here we go. Gary Sutherland leading off, bottom of the sixth. And a base hit comes through. He's batting 340 overall now. Tommie, Agee. We only have 4 hits. Let's look at the in-the-game stats here. Agee's 0 for 2. 1-1 count. Ground ball gets past Brooks. And an error by the left fielder. First and third, 44 feet. It went 44 feet, which would have been like less than halfway to third, but we saw it get past them. All right. First and third, nobody out. Here's Mike Hegan. 1-1 count to Hegan. And another base hit. So 3 straight hits. This is stupid. We do get on the board here. It's 4-1. Give Hegan an RBI. And now Rich rolls up. Now, is that the one run they're going to give us today? Like the one gimme? We'll find out. If there's a double play here, we'll know. Or a strikeout. Yeah, then the double play. That's right. I knew it was going to be something like that. Oh, wild pitch. We'll take him out of the double play possibility. We need Bosch to run into... Oh, nope. Agee comes home and scores. Hegan advances. That was a dumb move. We got 2 on the board now for Tommie Harper. Harper lines out to left. Well, we get 2. We'll take it. We go to the top of the 7th. We'll bring in the next victim. Okay, we're going to bring in Ron Locke since we got some lefties here. Ron Locke, what a good trade for us this guy has been. I'll let you just look at the numbers yourself. Look at that. Pretty good. He goes to arbitration next year, so we got 1 more free year. Elrod, Hendricks. Nice screwball. He pops it up to third. Rich Roll making the catch. Stargell batting 284 versus lefties. So as a lefty, he hits them pretty well. Ground ball to third. Rollins up with it. Throws them out. 2 quick outs here in the 7th. And Davey Johnson pops up on the screwball. So we have to give Locke some credit there. He's just been so good for us. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning with McNertney leading off. Ground ball up the middle. Play made by the second baseman, Johnson. Leonhard only at 72 pitches. No walks, 1 strikeout today. There you go. There's walk number 1. You know what we're going to do? We are going to sack bunt and then pinch hit. I know it's like giving away an out here, but the only way we're going to score a run with the bottom of the lineup is if we at least get him into scoring position for Johnny Jeter. And he pops it up. God bless it. This game sucks. Unbelievable. That's what it'll be like tomorrow. This lawyer sucks. I'm like, I want to represent this guy. All right, here we go, Johnny Jeter. Oh, God, this game is the worst. There he is, Johnny Jeter batting 379 versus righties. And he grounds out to first. Top of the 8th inning. We can't put Jeter in there for Harper because we still need Harper's bat, as benign as it's been. So we're going to replace Jeter with Mudcat. Here comes your Mudcat. Get your Mudcats out. His first relief appearance of the year. He sucks. He has been horrible for us. I don't know why I think being in relief would be any better. But he is on a major league contract, so we either have to trade him, cut him, or also trade him. So, like, those are our options. And he's a free agent. He won't be re-signed. Brooks. Oh, shit. All right. Fly ball from Dave May to left center field. It will be caught. Now, I do think he's going to be laying down a bunt. There's a good bunt down third baseline. Robinson goes to second. Can't pull the outfield in anymore. And, wow, Belanger strikes out. Good job by Mudcat. He likes to challenge a walking the first batter. I cannot tell you for sure, but I would almost bet that Mudcat has let the leadoff guy get to first base every inning he's pitched this year. He's pitched like, 70 innings? I bet you're 70 leadoff batters. Nice. Okay, Dave Leonhard's still in there. Yeah. Ground out from Agee. Mike Hegan, maybe walking. He's always good for a walk. Rich Rahl will be hitting and running. He's 1 for 3 today. Ground ball to first. And Bosch will get intentionally walked? No. Okay, well, that's 3 walks for Leonhard. First and second. One swing of the bat from Harper will give us the lead. That would be a miracle, but that's why we kept him in the ballgame. Just for this situation. Full count! And a ground out. We're going to leave Mudcat in for one more inning. Oh, my bad. That was a strikeout. Sorry, I slid the cursor down to the desktop. My bad. Okay, and then Frank Robinson flies out to right. By the way, I noticed that Powell struck out, did not walk or get on base. 2 quick outs. Here is Elrod. Elrod can't make it easy for us. Base hit to right. And pops. Wow, he was sitting on that high pitch. Deep fly ball to center, 380 feet. And we're going to the 9th inning. McNertney, Kelly, Kessinger. Leonhard officially tired as McNertney pops up. He's 0 for 4. Van Kelly, 1 for 2 and a walk today. He had that double. Thrown out trying to get a triple. An error. What happened there? He just hit it in front of the plate? I guess he hit it in front of the plate. Now, there's no way in hell I can let Kessinger bat. He is as out as anyone. We will let Darren Johnson bat. He's lost his everyday position at first because he can't hit, but maybe he can run into one. Batting .262 versus righties. He's got 5 home runs on the year, 4 as a pilot, and that was ball 4. All right. They're keeping him in the ball game. We're going to let Danny Walton bat. We kept Walton in the majors and sent Comer down when we got Johnny Jeter, and that's because Walton does have power, 88 power, doesn't do much else. He can take a walk, though. So first and second, 1 out. This is a double play waiting to happen. 1-1 count, and he pops it. That's going to leave it up to Agee. Dave Leonhard, 121 pitches. 2-0 count to Agee. Oh, he got it! It's a walk-off by Agee! His 10th home run of the season. And the Pilots walk it off versus the Orioles, 5-4. Handshakes, butt slaps, slappy steaks. Oh, man. That was awesome. There we go. That's as good as it gets right there. And no simulating, so that's good. Let's take a look at the standings. We jump back ahead of Chicago, 4 games back of Oaktown. Let's take a look at the National League. 18 wins! 18 wins now for San Diego. They're kind of putting it together. They're 4-6 in the last 10. Okay, headline news, Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Whoa, another no-hitter, the second no-hitter of the season. The Cubs, Dick LeMay, threw a no-hitter, 3 walks, and not really a lot else to say about that. But this is a guy who was not even in the majors in 1969. Wait. No-hitter for Chicago. Oh, so they were... I'm confused. Is that the... Oh, it is the Cubs. Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't tell if it was the White Sox versus the Angels, but the Angels are the California Angels, so I'm sorry. Everybody move along. Chance throws a shutout for Minnesota. So some good pitching performances. Pilots chasing down the A's. There's Mudcat getting the highlight. Agee, the walking it off. Transactions. The no-hitter from Dick LeMay. Let's take a look. Look at that. This guy had not played in the majors since 1963. And on his third start since then, he throws a complete game shutout no-hitter. Good job by him. Look at his overall rating. The ratings don't mean shit in this game. These are like I could just turn the ratings off. It wouldn't matter. It does, so that we're playing blindly and not knowing these stats. I've never tried that before. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Oh man, this game is terrible, and yet we won, and that's all that matters. I live in the moment. Okay, so player of the game, that's easy. It's Tommie Agee. He walked it off. He went 2 for 5, scored 2 runs, had 3 ribby. Good job by him. Mike Hegan had 2 hits. And, they left Dave Leonhard in there too long. I mean, what do you expect? What do you think is going to happen? Marty Pattin, we yanked him early. I feel like whenever we yank a pitcher early when they struggle, we always find a way to come back. Our bullpen did their job. They gave up 3 hits in, 5 1/3 innings pitched. So totally shut them down. Good job by them. And that's going to do it. So we're going to come back to, I don't know. After 3:30 tonight, that's another hour from now, I will find out whether or not I actually have to go to jury duty tomorrow. And if I do, then there won't be any game. I won't be back in time to get a game off. So, and if you see me tomorrow, then you know they kicked my ass out. So until then, everyone have a great day.